Hello. Our product team has had an amazingly busy and productive few months, and I'm super excited to share the latest features and innovations across Sugar's products, as well as a glimpse into what to expect next year as well. But before I do, I want to lay out our plans and designs for Sugar's new AI capabilities. So let's get going. Some time back, we put a stake in the ground, describing our vision for a revolutionary new approach to business applications in general, and CRM solutions in particular. From minimal data entry, improved information visualizations, and cloud-based capabilities, we're well along in these programs. But the key goal was to shift CRM from a data management system to an insight and guidance solution, one in which you're getting guidance and insight from Sugar, rather than staring at incomplete or incorrect data, with the hope of understanding the now, no less imagining what may lie ahead. And we're now on the cusp of delivering on that incredible goal of understanding the history of your business and predicting what is likely to happen in the future. To be clear, we're at the beginning of actually predicting human behavior. So I want to walk you through how all this is working, and apologies if I geek out with you for a few minutes, but it's important to understand how these systems work and to understand how we'll be able to solve a myriad of real-world business challenges in the coming months. First, a 1-minute primer on AI. You can read an example definition of AI, and it's reasonably representative of most layperson's descriptions of the field. Specifically, artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic their actions. Where I take exception is the like humans, or think like humans. Getting machines to think like humans imposes real restrictions, and it's a very low bar about the potential capabilities of AI. That is, the how AI systems learn and provide insights is less important than the fact that they can. And to make a point, let me give you an example use case of what goes on in the head of an AI functioning to determine what it's seeing and provide a likely answer. Now, this is an experimental view or slice into the layers of a neural network. It's trying to figure out who that individual is on the $100 bill. Now, I don't know how you think, or what you may have been doing in college for that matter, but I don't recall that going through my head when I tried to identify Ben Franklin on a $100 bill. But there is a subtlety that may not be apparent from the definition, and it does relate to thinking like humans. Typical business applications focus on input and output, doing simple math at scale to enable you to see and visualize data. In contrast, AI presents a likelihood, or a probability of what is going to happen in the future. And the quality and scale of the data, and in particular critical historic information, enables highly accurate forecasts. So with that brief primer out of the way, let's geek out together and let me tell you how Sugar's TimeAware AI platform works. So here are the critical components of Sugar's high-definition CXP, our TimeAware AI platform. First, the Sugar CXP provides detailed business history and time-stamped events. The node data embeddings provide business and industry data, normalized for AI efficiency. And one-way encoding prevents decoding of data attributes. And finally, a purpose-driven model architecture provides automated feature and model selections and explainable models. So here's a view of the process of specifying, selecting, and running models on the Sugar AI platform. To be clear, all of this is done for you by our engineers and data scientists. You won't need those kind of folks to use Sugar AI. You'll just get the results. In the upper left is a simple definition of the model goal, for example, a forecasting model or an ICP model. Those parameters are used to extract information from both Sugar's TimeAware CXP and node embedding data. Models get generated and the results are displayed back in Sugar. In this case, an opportunity forecast. So let's look a little bit closer about how all this is working. The data set is subsetted to a smaller representative sample, about 30% of the whole data set. Using both node data and CRM CXP data, multiple models are generated, ranging from regression models to neural networks and a number of models in between, all generated in parallel. Using automated model selection or AutoML techniques, the ideal model that provides the most accurate result is automatically chosen, and then the complete data set is run. And a couple of points about the embedding data. We acquire data from a number of data providers focused on professional, company, and industry information. That information is then reduced to metadata form, comparing it to its cohorts and plotted in a multidimensional or 75-dimensional space. That transform data is used to generate embeddings. That reduction allows extremely efficient use of the data in the modeling phase. And because it's a one-way function, the source data cannot be decoded from the embeddings. At the same time, a powerful AI platform is only as capable as the data being supplied, and that's why we created a Sugar TimeAware CXP. Right now, the CXP is running on our server stacks, capturing every database change as a time-stamped event. So let me walk you through some of the key components. We have the core CXP data model storing data streams in a persistent manner. It takes inputs from Sugar Market, Sell, and Serve, as well as external applications like email applications and contacts, or through Sugar Integrate, lots of external applications. That data is stored in streams and generated as needed in a form that an application needs it. In the case today, we're talking about a projection to generate the Sugar AI data. But as many of you have a grasp of the technology and value of AI, time-based information may be a bit more vague. And in fact, time-aware systems are not only the right decision for fueling Sugar AI models, but also to directly help you understand your business. So let me walk you through some coming attractions. Here's a really interesting way to look at time-based information. So let's take a look at our contact, Montgomery Burns, and his account at the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant. You may know him better as Mr. Burns. We'll be able to see from a timeline view that currently the account is healthy, but we can also look back in time to see what went on in the past. The timeline dashlet shows key account and external data over time, and the blue box shows the zoom view that you see above it. Further higher on the page are things like SLA violations, number of open cases, news, deals in flight. Much like a DVR, you can rewind time. When you do, you can see that the account was in crisis with account health way down. But we can also look at the series of specific actions that brought the account back into good standing. First, an email is set up for a security review, then a quote for additional security software, and then finally a meeting to discuss the opportunity. Throughout, you can see the changing status of SLAs, open cases, opportunities, and news. All of that at the time slice that you're examining. So I hope this really helps you visualize the power of our TimeAware CXP, and I'm super excited to have this in market next year. Now, with that simple Sugar AI overview out of the way, let me fill you in on many of the major enhancements that have or shortly will go live in the next few weeks. And there's a lot to cover here, so you better buckle up. First, Sugar Market. We're incredibly excited to launch Nurture Builder 2.0. We've fundamentally reimagined the Nurture Builder Designer to be a more intuitive, tree-based structure with logical flow and drag-and-drop editing on Canvas. Included are out-of-the-box Nurture themes for common use cases to improve onboarding. We've added map and canvas manipulation in the Designer to help navigate larger nurtures. You can design first and then set criteria, display include and exclude lists side by side, choose contacts based on the contact ID, and then save draft Nurture campaigns at any step in the creation process. Nurture Builder is integrated directly with the new Email Builder 2.0. You can build out emails right from within Nurture Builder. Just select from our list of available templates. Easily craft the email you desire, view it in desktop and mobile format, ensure that it's pixel perfect, and clicking Save brings you right back to the Nurture you're working on. Give the email a name, and it's automatically applied to the Nurture step. Added validation reporting during the design phase eliminates misconfigured nurtures. Publish your nurture and you're off to the races. Once live, you can track the path of each and every prospect. It is super cool. Up next is Sugarcell. We've done an amazing amount of work and I'm really excited about showing off to you. We certainly recognize the importance of your time, so we made it even easier than ever to find information about new accounts and get it entered into Sugarcell. When you create a new account, simply typing a few letters of a company name will automatically search the Hint Insights company database. When you select a company from the list, all of the account information is automatically filled in. You can see all kinds of useful information without ever having to do a single search. Annual revenue, company address, social information, there's contact information as well that's relevant to the company. It's a huge time saver. I went from typing TES into Sugarcell, and all I have to do next is make my first call to Elon. We deeply believe that recurring revenue and duration-based business models are being embraced by almost every company, and that it should be an intrinsic property of a CRM. So we're going to keep leaning in on the importance of recurring revenue. We've added support for flexible service durations, allowing you to specify the duration of a service at the revenue line item level. Prior to this change, you had to have multiple SKUs in your product catalog to represent different durations. And we've made it easier to work with opportunities. We've always had a powerful list view filter that allows you to easily filter items in the list view. Here we have a simple filter for opportunities that are assigned to me but not yet closed won or closed lost. We've made it easy to jump back and forth between list and tile views. Any filters you have applied remain intact. Tile view is an excellent way to view and interact with opportunities on a visual canvas. You can easily drag and drop opportunities between time period or sales stage. When working on an opportunity, we've recently added the ability to make changes at the opportunity level and optionally have those changes cascade to all of the revenue line items. Gone are the days of having to update revenue line items one at a time. This is a giant time saver. After working on an opportunity, it's finally time to generate a quote for the prospect. In many cases, we might need to generate multiple quotes to illustrate different scenarios. Sugar has long had the ability to generate a single quote, like this one, quote number 6, where we have a pretty simple list price quote for 10 seats of our marketing service and 5 of our support service on a 1-year term. Here you can see a second quote, quote number 7, generated from the same quote list. And great news, our prospect has committed to the 3-year term and we closed the opportunity. Again, we can easily cascade and update all of the associated revenue line items to close one from the opportunity level. Anyone in our company can now see exactly what Avery Software is entitled to thanks to the new active subscription dashlet. This can be viewed by our support team in SugarServe, allowing them to provide support based on the entitlements of a given customer. And time rolls on, and thanks to the excellent service we've provided to the customer, they want to expand and need to buy more seats. Sugarcell now supports the concept of add-on purchases. Add-on purchases automatically co-terminate with the existing purchase subscription form. Add-on purchases are also smart enough to automatically prorate the cost of the subscription for the remainder of the term. Another huge time saver for sales reps. Even better news, when you close add-on business, the associated renewal opportunity at the end of the term is automatically updated. Here we can see that in 2023, we have a single renewal opportunity for the 10 seats of marketing and adjusted 25 support seats. Sugarcell took care of all this on your behalf. And of course, when it comes time to renew, the Renewals console is at your service. We can easily see all of the important information in one place. We have access to the comments log where we can interact with others in our organization, and we can see all of the interactions with the customer in an easy-to-understand timeline view. Now let me give you an update on SugarServe. This is a radically updated SugarServe. This quarter, we are significantly expanding our omni-channel capabilities. 65% of our customer service still happens on phones, although this number is going to shrink over time. SugarServe now includes a brand new experience called SugarLive. SugarLive is an immersive omni-channel experience within SugarServe that provides agents with real-time contextual information while they are in a conversation. We've partnered with AWS and integrated Amazon Connect, a cloud-based service to power SugarLive. Amazon Connect is a contact center application. It upends the traditional call center infrastructure in that there is no fixed cost. You only pay for the minutes. It's extremely quick to set up and adapt to changing business demands. And with this partnership, SugarLive also integrates chat and chatbot capabilities. So let me show you SugarLive in action. SugarLive can be accessed through a new link in the footer. This is available to any user with the SugarServe license. Let's say a customer now wants to call the customer service organization. The call gets routed to the most appropriate agent, and the agent's soft phone now rings on SugarLive, and the agent accepts the call. SugarLive attempts to match the incoming call number to a contact in Sugar. If a match is found, the contact information is displayed on the console. In addition to contact details, the agent can view the interaction history with the customer, and they can check out the knowledge base and start helping the customer immediately. Now the customer may be calling about a specific case. You can simply click on the case and quickly get to the case details. On the Cases tab, the agent can check the interaction history of the case and quickly get a sense of where the case is. They don't need to ask the caller to repeat what they already know from the system. If they wish to collaborate with another expert, the agent can tag them and ask for input. While still on the call, the agent may decide to reference additional information within Sugar. The SugarLive experience is an overlay on top of SugarServe. Agents can minimize the SugarLive console and continue to work in Sugar. For example, an agent may want to check out a record in another module or view a report, and when ready, they can go back to the SugarLive console. When the agent has finished helping the customer, they get into the post-call work. Once the call ends, the console remains on screen to capture any additional details. You can then end the call session. The call drawer opens up and the agent can save the record. The agent is now ready to receive the next call. In addition to voice, customers can also contact support via chat. Chats are routed to the appropriate agent. As with voice, the agent can search for the contact or the case. And since chat is asynchronous, you could choose to have a single agent handle more than one chat case at a time. Now let's move on. Sugar Discover all starts with the Insight feed. In this case, we're accessing the feed via the Discover portal. The feed can also be delivered directly to your mobile service or via Slack. Instead of having to monitor hundreds of potential metrics, the one needed for our attention are surfaced automatically. Things like idle opportunities, opportunities that for whatever reason have had no movement recently. Here we can see that there are about 20 opportunities that meet the criteria, with the top 3 showing in our feed. We can easily drill into all of the idle opportunities to see if we wanted to. We could drill right down into the opportunity in Sugarcell. Within Discover, we can identify which reps we might want to talk to and see the value of the stalled opportunity. This is an incredibly powerful tool for sales managers to ensure that critical deals are getting the appropriate attention. Once a prospect is in Sugar, Discovery Insights can detect anomalies and tell how long your prospect takes in the evaluation stage. It's one of the many key metrics that Discover Insight automates. That is, Sugar Discover Insights uses AI to analyze and determine what key indicators are out of range and informs you to take a closer look. Discover ships with a lot of valuable reports and insights out of the box. It's easy to get answers to questions about average contact value or churn. You can gain a ton of insight into your sales cycle. Here's a conversion funnel analysis. You can easily see how many prospects entered your funnel and how many were lost at each phase. And you could instantly see how long it took prospects in each phase. It seems like qualification is doing its job and that we're qualifying out bad opportunities for ourselves early in the process. But the negotiation phase is taking 38 days. It's probably the legal department. It's always the legal department. In addition to all the great insight Discover can unlock out of the box, it all provides an intuitive visual report builder tool. You can easily build visualizations or reports that meet your needs. You can even click through the content of these reports directly into the backing data in Sugarcell. Now on to SugarConnect. SugarConnect is the next generation of communication sync tech from Sugar, replacing CollabSpot Classic. You can get contextual information about the customers you're communicating with directly within your email tool. Gain complex and complete visibility into the health of your accounts, contacts, leads, and opportunities directly within G Suite or Office 365. You'll see relevant Sugar information from a sidebar when reading or composing an email. It's available for Google Suite and Office 365 customers. SugarConnect emphasizes and enhances your team's productivity with a professional meeting scheduler that includes a unique link into your calendar and business hours. Optimize your scheduling process with technology you already use instead of adding a third-party application, which frees up more time to focus on leads and customers. Customize meeting types and configure fields to streamline important details right to your Sugar instance. And finally, Sugar AI. Let me share with you some of the coming attractions. We'll be releasing an alpha version of a Sugar AI enhanced version of Sugarcell this fall and go live with it early next year. We'll then be adding AI capabilities to our existing Sugar Market and SugarServe products as well. We believe that AI should be available and accessible to every individual in your organization, not just an add-on capability for specific roles. It's really the democratization of AI in business. So let me wrap it up. It's really exciting times here at Sugar, and I'm very proud of our folks in delivering on so many new and valuable products and features. The rate of innovation has never been greater, so stay tuned for even more, and our all-new Sugar AI platform coming soon. Thank you.